morning. I am Dibyendu Mondol. Today I am discussing about turbine blading. Turbine blading. Okay. Turbine blading. Depending upon the types of blade used and the method of energy transfer from the fluid to the rotor wheel, the turbine may be of two types. One is the impulse turbine and second one is the reaction turbine. Second one is the reaction turbine. First one is the impulse turbine. First one we discuss about impulse turbine. Actually, impulse turbine In impulse turbine, all pressure drops of steam occur in the nozzles and there is no pressure drop as steam flows through the passage between two blades. Okay, all pressure drops of the steam occur in the nozzle. All pressure drops occur in the nozzle. Occurs in the nozzle. Okay. And there is no pressure drop as steam flows through the passage between two blades. Okay. Here one is the velocity diagram and another one is the pressure diagram. Okay, velocity diagram. First one, steam enters the nozzle at pressure P0 with a velocity V0, undergoes its expansion to pressure P1 with a velocity increase to V1. Okay, first one, initial, steam enters the nozzle, pressure P0, steam enters at pressure P0. Okay, steam enters at pressure P0, velocity V0. Okay, velocity V0, undergoes expansion to pressure P1 with a velocity increase to V1. Okay, after expansion, the pressure is increased. Undergoes expansion to pressure P1, after expansion pressure P1 and velocity V1. High velocity of jet of steam impinge upon the blade with velocity V1 and get deflected by an angle and comes out at lower velocity V2. Okay, get deflected, comes out at lower velocity V2, comes out at lower velocity V2. Okay, comes out at lower velocity V2, impressing a torque on the blade. The pressure of steam P1 remains essentially constant as steam flows through the blades. From the principle of momentum, from the principle of conservation of momentum, conservation of momentum. Okay, principle of conservation of momentum. Momentum of steam jets at inlet to the blades. Momentum of steam jet, momentum of steam jets at inlet, momentum of steam jets at inlet. Okay, momentum of steam jets at inlet to the blades, momentum of jets at exit from the blade, okay, minus momentum of jets at exit from the blade. At exit, তাহলে difference between inlet and exit from the blades, equal, okay, from the blades. তাহলে inlet and exit, তাহলে inlet minus exit is equal to momentum absorbed by the wheel in producing shaft work. তাহলে momentum absorbed by the wheel equal momentum absorbed by the wheel, in producing shaft work, okay, তাহলে momentum absorbed by the wheel in producing shaft work. It is seen that the wheel rotates only due to impulsive effect of jet. The blades of such a wheel is called impulse blade. Okay, blades of such a wheel is called impulse blades. Okay, actually the mean peripheral velocity of the blades, VB equal pi dmn, okay, pi dmn divided by 60, okay, pi dmn by 60. Dm is the mean diameter of the wheel, n is rpm, okay, dm mean diameter of the wheel. Dm is the mean diameter of the wheel, or capital N is equal to rpm, capital M, that is the rpm, okay, rpm. The area of flow or blade annulus AB is given to be pi by 4 d2 square minus d1 square, pi by 4 d2 square minus d1 square, okay, pi by 4 d2 square minus d1 square, where d1 is equal to root diameter, d1 is equal to root diameter, d2 is equal to d1 is equal to d2 is the tip diameter, and HB is the height of the blades, okay, HB, that is the height of the blades, HB, height of the blades, okay, HB, that is the height of the blades, okay, and that is equal to pi by 4 d2 square minus d1 square, that is equal to pi by 4 a square minus b square, a plus b d2 plus d1 d2 minus d1. Okay, d2 minus d1. So that is equal to pi dm into hb. That is equal to pi dm into hb. Okay, pi dm into hb. hb is the height of the blade. Okay, and if you draw the diagram, tip, root, okay, diagram, suppose a schematic sketch. Okay, schematic sketch, that is the hb, this one, hb, okay, hb, and velocity enters, this is the v1, and this one is the, that is the tip, okay. So this is the d tip, tip diameter, okay, d tip. This is the d root, and that is the dm, this is the root, okay, this is the root, and this one is the dm, and that is the n rpm, okay, rotation, n rpm. So this is the v1 and exit velocity, that is the v2, okay, exit velocity v2. So this one, this is the d tip, d root, and that is the mean diameter, root tip, okay, everything are shown. So this is the flow through impulse blade, okay, flow through impulse blades, okay, flow through impulse blades. Now we discuss about velocity diagram work and diagram efficiency. Very important. Velocity diagram, how to calculate the efficiency. Velocity diagram, work, and diagram efficiency. Okay, velocity diagram work and diagram efficiency. Okay, if you draw the velocity diagram of the impulse turbine, first one basic diagram. This is the beta 1, V1, alpha, VB, and this is the V1. Okay, V R1, relative velocity, and exit this is the V2, VB, VR2, beta 2. Okay, VR2 beta 2, this angle. Okay, so steam coming out from the nozzle at absolute velocity v1 strikes the blade with relative velocity vr1. Okay, strikes the blade with relative velocity vr1. Okay, relative velocity vr1. Steam leaves the blade with relative velocity vr2 while its absolute, steam velocity, steam coming out from the nozzle absolute velocity v1, that is the absolute velocity, all are in inlet condition, absolute velocity v1 strikes the blade with relative velocity vr1 while the blades rotate with mean peripheral velocity vv. Okay, blade rotate with mean peripheral velocity vv. So vv, that is the mean peripheral velocity, mean peripheral velocity, mean peripheral velocity. Okay, mean peripheral velocity. Steam leaves with relative velocity vr2 while its absolute velocity is v2. Okay, alpha is the nozzle angle subtended by nozzle axis with the direction of rotation of the wheel, and beta 1 is the inlet blade angle. Okay, beta 1, that is the inlet blade angle, and beta 2 exit blade angle, inlet blade angle, beta 2, that is the exit blade angle. Okay, beta 1 inlet blade angle and beta 2 is the exit blade angle. Okay, the inlet and exit velocity triangle, that is here shown here. If all the angles are measured clockwise, then gamma is the exit blade angle 180 degree minus beta 2. Delta is the angle made by absolute exit velocity of steam leaving the blades with a plane of rotation of the wheel. Okay, plane of rotation of the wheel. If you draw the diagram, actually just two triangle, with the help of two triangle, same diagram, if you represent here, this is the VR1. Okay, same diagram if you represent here, that is the VR1, V1, and another one is the V1, that is the VR2, and another one is the, that is the V2. Okay, this angle, this is the exit angle beta 2. Okay, beta 2, and this one is the beta 1. Okay, and that is the whirl velocity Vw1, that is the whirl velocity, and V2, if you draw the perpendicular from V2, this is the whirl velocity at exit Vw2. Okay, whirl velocity at exit, that is the Vw2. Okay, and this angle is equal to alpha. Okay, alpha, and this is the delta, this angle is equal to delta. Okay, delta. Now this one is the VA1, VA1 and this is the VA2. VA2. Okay. It is the difference of the cosine component of velocities of steam which drives the wheel, produces the torque. Okay. So delta VW velocity of whirl, delta VW velocity of whirl and inlet velocity of triangle at outlet. Okay, delta VW, that is the difference VW1 minus VW2. তাহলে delta VW that is the velocity of whirl, velocity of whirl at inlet velocity, inlet outlet velocity. Okay, whirl at inlet velocity of whirl at outlet, of whirl at outlet. তাহলে VW V omega 1 minus V omega 2, VW1 minus VW2, that is equal to V1 cos alpha minus V2 cos alpha, V1 cos alpha minus V2 cos alpha. Okay, V1 cos alpha minus V2 cos alpha. First one, this one is the delta greater than 90 degree. Okay, delta greater than 90 degree, VW1 and VW2 becomes additive. Okay, delta, if delta greater than 90 degree, VW1 and VW2 becomes additive. Okay, VW1 becomes additive. Okay, VW1 and VW2 becomes additive. Okay, in estimating delta VW. Okay, and our next class we discuss about delta if delta less than 90 degree. Okay, delta less than 90 degree. Okay, thank you.